Y'all can't be flirting in the pre-stream. Fuck you. That's not allowed. Final Fantasy music. That... Y'all... There's... I have hot chocolate. I really hope I don't spill it again. My history with hot chocolate on these streams has not been entirely great, I'm gonna be honest. I have spilled hot chocolate on my keyboard twice. But you know, third time's a charm. Fuck you, Luffy. I like my new keyboard. My keyboard's cool. It makes cool clicky, well not clicky noises. It makes cool, I didn't break, okay, the other one might be broken. I haven't tested it because this one's so cool, but I almost, that was Iron Brew, and that's because we were fucking drunk. That is not my fault. Luffy did everything wrong. Luffy hurt my soul. That was kind of foul, I'm not gonna lie. You actively annihilated me live on Twitter. It was kind of uncalled for. I've literally never done anything to you, so you just doing that unprovoked? Kind of cringe. I'm actually reporting you to the police. Why don't y'all take my side? This thing was so sad. I was so unbelievably sad. Okay. It's always gay night in my chat. Every time Lopi's here, it's gay. He's the CEO of SayGex. Yeah. What? Bruh. I tweeted this out because Lopi fucking unprovoked, unnecessary, uncalled for was like, nah, even if you were a dog, women wouldn't love you. Which I don't think I've ever done anything to like warrant it, right? I did not switch screen, fuck you. Luffy, you know, at least I have a scene to switch to. When's the last time you streamed? How long's it been? How long have the fucking Bunbies been waiting? I'm pretty sure they're starving at this point. Because your last stream was a karaoke and that's not archived, so that doesn't count. Hey Drano, how you going? So, I tweeted this, and I'm, you know, I feel like if any other VTuber tweets this, right, they get a million replies like, no, sweaty, I'd love you if you were a dog. Oh my god, you're so great, incredible, I'd love you. You get, nah, I just got styled on. People did kickflips off my fucking dying corpse. I was already dead and people were like doing fucking Fortnite dances on my body. It was so fucking rude. Just, except Holmes. Holmes is a homie. We stand Holmes. But just, fucking honesty, it's not true. Where is my parasocial audience? I was promised one. The VTuber recruitment agent lied to me. I can't believe he would do this to me. Where are they? Where are my kindred? What have you done with them? You suck. Streamed yesterday, just blocked you so you can see. Oh yeah, Bree, I saw you made a members only stream yesterday and then forgot to make it members only until like a minute before it went out. I'm not sure if that was a tactic to get more memberships or if you're just stupid. Okay, I don't know if you're capitalist or stupid. Why are you spamming moon emojis? You do that on purpose?
I love you, BTW.
British people do have no feelings. Thank you for the tip. You're not wrong. We never evolved emotions. YouTube doesn't show membership streams. Have you considered that that's maybe a you problem and that YouTube's trying to save them from, you know, you and all of your... I don't want to call it glory. You got that name wrong as well. You were like 10k sub stream and you're already at 13k. You missed it by like 30%. I know you're not good at math being a VTuber and all, but like you could at least put a little bit of effort into it. You said you wanted to be more like parasocial audience, be more like Luxury. You know what? I see you. You know what? I stand it. You're forgiven. Spam forgiven. making fun of you for growing too fast. I'm making fun of you for being bad at math. I don't care how... I literally just sat up straight. I actually cross my legs because I sit like a strange person. I sit with my... I either sit with my legs up on my desk or I sit with them crossed underneath me. Crisscross apple... What is it? What is it you fucking Americans say? Crisscross applesauce? I can't even remember what we call it over here. Get a hot female model. I'm gonna get maiden umbral, obviously. Yeah, we call it... I think we just call it cross-legged, or... Yeah. Fucking crisscross applesauce. Americans always have to relate everything to food. It's an epidemic. Anyway, news. This is what we're here for. Sorry, Luffy was being a bitch, so I felt like I had to, you know, call her out on it. She's normally one, but you know. Now I have the platform. Why did I click notifications? It is literally just an instinctual thing to be like, ooh, blue number. I want to click it, and then click it, and be like, oh. To become a pink bunny girl. Yeah, that's my new re-debut. I'm going to re-debut to a fucking pink bunny girl and completely break the meta. My redesign. I'm actually just stealing Lopi's model. I'm going to murder her and take her model. That's my plan. Why can I not? Okay, here it is. What is our... Don't want to talk about VRev? Man. That'd be so weird, talking about VRev. Ugh. There's certainly nobody... nobody here that'd be awkward about it. What is my timestamp? I can't do time. 8 minutes. I can count to 8. Bunny girl penumbral, based, and bunny pilled. So, VRev is kind of burning. I was actually going to make a video. I need to DM some people and check if they're cool with it, but I was going to make a video about VRev. That was actually one of the videos I was going to do. I don't know if you guys saw, I made a community post like a week ago about like maybe doing more like not long form news like Kyo and False do, where it's like everything in a long form video, but more like maybe just picking one topic of the week or like one thing and like actually explaining it in full, scripted, instead of my rambling on stream where I don't really do much because it's like my brain's all over the place. Who are you if you don't? I know, I'm sorry. I don't want it just be to like... I don't want it to just be like news content. I'm thinking more like, do you know what False does when like the Akio Air shit happened, where he had one episode where it was just about Akio Air and he like covered it in full? Something like that. I've considered it. So I wanted to do one of those about VRev, but I need to make sure certain people are chill with it. But yeah, VRev's kind of on fire. It's kind of burning. I mean, the ranting is part of the aesthetic, but like I feel like it sometimes causes shit to get like, it's hard for me because I'm going off memory. I don't like script shit out on stream, so like I feel like a lot of the time I end up not saying much because I'm going around in circles because I'm like trying to fucking remember what point I wanted to make. Whereas if I actually sat down and scripted it, it'd be a bit more coherent as like a actual news summary. But yeah, so if you remember, VRev used to have a few more talents. So I think, oh fuck, when was it? Was it last month or 2 months ago? It was maybe a month or two back. VRev, Cherry, and Ophi, and Erica all graduated together. And the general sentiment from people that have left VRev has been that VRev is not ideal, is not a great place to be. It's kind of trash. And oh man, I also miss Cherry. I wonder where she is. I wonder what she's doing. I wonder how she is, man. I bet she'd be so cringe. She's still out there living her cringe life. She definitely can't do math. If I know one thing about Cherry, it's that she couldn't do math. Sometimes I can still hear her voice. But yeah, so I kind of expected more VRev graduations. I'm gonna be honest, I'm expecting even more just from things I've heard from people, right? Like every person, like when I speak to like fucking Underhill or like False or anyone, everybody's kind of just expecting people to keep graduating. Because from what I've heard, and if you look at certain talent, past life, new life, whatever you want to call it, VRev is not a good agency to be in. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It is not a fun place to be. You don't want to be there. And it looks like maybe they might. I don't know if they're okay. Let's do some research. Let's do some live on camera research. So Rana and Akiko are both the last members of Odyssey. Odyssey's gone, right? Actually, everybody except fucking Nova and Salmon is gone. Salmon's a new one. She joined. It was last year, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like November, October last year, right? But the other ones, so Rana and Akiko from Odyssey are gone. Nova's still left in Catalyst, but Lilia is left. So I don't know if they're waiting out their contract or what. Nova's in a real tough spot. Because, okay, Nova's really cool. If you've not watched Nova's content, you should. She does a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh shit. She loves Yu-Gi-Oh, and she has, from what I know, she has quite a few, or at least a couple like merch deals and deals through like official like merch shit through VRev. I know she has like a mat, like a Yu-Gi-Oh mat. I know she has that at least. And you know, you don't want to lose that. Like that's cool shit, but if you leave VRev and you leave your model, and it doesn't look like VRev is like letting them go with their models, they're all just kind of getting shafted. I don't know that you'd want to leave that. Also, can I just point out, the fact that the models are getting shafted pains me on a physical level, because the VRev models are all so fucking cool. Like, bro, Erika's model was incredible. Look at fucking Rana's model. This shit slaps. This is a cool fucking model. This shit is top tier. Like, I'm just saying, if I was losing this model because of fucking incompetent management, someone would be catching hands. Someone somewhere is gonna be catching hands. That's wild. Erika's model, honestly, all the models are fucking great. They're all, VRev, for all that can be said about them, has really good fucking models. And yeah, even Cherry. I'll compliment Cherry's model. It's nothing to do with, well, I mean, I think Cherry did rig her own model, but I can compliment the model without complimenting the person behind it, alright? But yeah, look, like, I don't know, man. Just the models for VRev are so cool, bro, and they're just gone now, and it's just sad. You know, if you go on, actually, can you guys check this for me? I want to give you guys like a little side quest, right? Can you go to Discord and type in the GIF section? So you know when you go to Discord and you can like send GIFs, so you like hit the little GIF icon. Can you type in Yandere? Because when I type in Yandere, fucking Ophi is the top GIF result for me on Yandere. She's above fucking Mirai Nikki, which is wild, because Yuno is like the Yandere, but fucking Ophi's above her. Do you guys get that as well? Yeah, because I was literally trying to send, I was actually trying to send a Yandere dev GIF, and I typed it in, and I was like, wait, I know her. Yeah, like, it's the top fucking GIF result, which kind of, she's beating fucking Yuno and Happy Sugar Life and actual Yandere dev. That is kind of wild. That's crazy. I didn't notice that, but it's true. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. The fucking VRev models getting lost is so... I hate it. Oh, I also, yeah, hi, Talato. It's just... I wish I just let them keep the models, bro. Like, they're just gonna go to waste. That's the shit I never, like, I don't... Like, I know it's part of, like, fucking intellectual property, and I'm drinking my hot chocolate. And, like, there's probably some legal bullshit, but, like, come on, man. Figure it out. Figure it out. It just... It makes me sad. I really like Rana's model. I think Rana's model is fucking dope as shit. Like, I don't know, it's got like a Fae vibe to it. There's the eyes. It's just... I don't know, man. Selling the IP depends on how much they're asking for, right? Especially if you're leaving an agency, and if VRev is as bad as we've kind of come to suspect, they might not be getting that good a cut. Like, they might not just have either the money or the confidence in investing that much, right? Like, so I maybe they offer. I don't know. I feel like if they offered to sell it, someone would have taken them up on it. But I think people are also worried for like Salmon, because she, I believe, was the same. She was an indie before she joined VRev. People are worried that maybe she sold the rights to VRev, and then if she graduates, she won't. We've seen that before. Who was it with? Was it? It wasn't FaZe. Who did that happen to? Was it FaZe? Was it a FaZe invader, or was it? It was Yura, right? It was FaZe. Yeah, it was Yura. She was an indie and joined FaZe Invaders, and then graduated and lost her original design because she gave it to the company. Which, that's crazy to me. I don't know. I remember I kind of had to go at FaZe when that happened, because we don't know the details. She maybe just didn't buy it back. She maybe didn't want it back. I remember being kind of like, we don't know, but still, it's kind of, that's wild. Can you imagine you have your own design, you designed it, you make a model, you join a company, and then they're like, yoink. But knowing how FaZe is, I imagine they probably offered to let her keep it, just because FaZe is pretty chill from what I know. I know she got a refresh model, but it's not just the model itself, it's like the IP, like the design. Is oftentimes the design and the name, which all the channels are under, oftentimes belongs to the agency. So if you redebut, you have to redebut as a different name and a different design and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever. I mean, my design isn't exactly that complicated, but I've had it for so long, I've fucking kind of grown attached to it. I don't think I'd ever want to give it to an agency. Anyway, so yeah, FaZe, back to actually the fucking news. This got announced, well, actually first, before this happened, people were kind of assuming, not just because of the previous graduations, but also because, let me see if I can find it. Here, yeah. So, I think Akiko and Rana both had announcement in their schedule. I think Lilia just kind of went live and talked about it. The announcement, anytime you see just announcement as a stream schedule, you kind of grow to fear for your life a little bit. It's a little bit traumatizing. I actually, over the weekend, I debated making like a shitty agency bingo and posting it, but then I was like, I might get in trouble. I maybe shouldn't. But I got to like 18 things before I was like, I can't think of any more. But yeah, so we saw that. I think Rana also had it, and people were like, okay, there's probably some graduates. This is a bit much. And then before, so Lilia and Rana both actually went live and talked about graduating. VRev just kind of posted this before Aki got a chance to go live. So like before Aki even got to go live, they posted this. Much sadness and regret, we announced the graduation of 3 talents, grouped them all together. Ceasing all streaming activities after graduation dates, contents to YouTube channels will remain up, though will no longer be updated. All purchasable merch will be closed after the graduation dates. And it's sad to see them go, and refrain from contacting your company's talents regarding this matter. Aki kind of got shafted. I mean, I did see in the Discord, there was, I don't know if it was a manager or a mod or whatever, that was like, the talents were informed about it beforehand, and it was their job to schedule their announcement. But like, as an agency, if you're graduating and one of your talents has like a stream planned of talking about the event, you just push the tweet back. You just fucking delay it like for like a few days until it's back. Like, it's not. I don't think that is a difficult ask. It wasn't like it came out of nowhere. She made a fucking schedule beforehand and everything. She had like a... Yeah, they have Nova and they have Salmon left. So yeah, Akiko kind of got shafted. Yo, Fault, thank you for the super chat.
$5 from Salty Falter. Akiko took it well.
She did. I saw that fucking clown thing. And I did see her tweet. I don't know if I bookmarked it. Of like, well, I guess we're doing a just chatting stream then. Which is funny. But yeah, so there's 2 talents left. After that though, after the thing, people were very much not happy. Like Vreverie got dragged for this shit. Talado did his why'd I have to wake up to 3 VRev talents graduating? I wait for that. Every time I see bad shit happening in the VTuber community, I'm like, alright. Engage your timers, bro. How long till Talado wakes up and posts the fucking Caleb City gif? It's part of the ritual now, I think. Where were we? Yeah, okay, some people were like accusing them of using an AI to write it, which I think as far as bad shit VRev's done goes is pretty down there. Like, but you know, people were not happy. The fucking checkerboard background now is just oh wait, this is the apology. Hang on, we'll get that in a second. That checkerboard fucking background is gonna haunt all VTuber agencies till the end of time. That's Prism, that's not VRev. Where the fuck? Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. Because I bookmark this shit like during the week as I see it, which means that it's often out of like logical order. Yeah, so okay, the Project F girls were not happy, which probably some trauma getting drug up there. Good memes though. Every time a VTuber agency crashes and burns, good memes. I saw some like VTuber manager expectations were low, holy fuck. She hasn't even streamed yet. People are asking ChatGPT. Oh yeah, the fucking Hunger Games cannon firing. And then, oh man, I wonder who that emote belongs to. That's crazy. That's wild, man. I wonder why this emote's relevant. That wow, completely unrelated VTuber emote. Completely nothing to see. Why do I keep fucking hitting? No, I'm sorry. I have every time I see the blue thing, I'm like, ooh. I have monkey brain. I apologize. Yeah, public apology. These really like pink-haired girls, obviously, right? There's nothing weird about it. No, definitely no yandere. Definitely no, no knife. Oshimar. They're just feeling themselves a little bit, you know? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, this was their apology as well. A public apology and our commitment to the improvement of VRev. I'm just gonna say it now. I think VRev is dead. I don't think there's a world in which VRev continues. I think that might be what Nova's going for, is like waiting for the company to like crash and burn, and like then maybe because the company's going like dissolving, that she gets to keep her IP. That's, I think, the best case scenario, and I've seen some people speculate that might be what Nova's doing. Which I don't know. Part of me thinks, yeah, VRev's definitely not gonna like stick around, but going for the economic victory. Yeah, she's not going for that domination victory or the cultural. She's going for that economic full merchant of Venice route. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think VRev's going to continue. I don't think they're going to be... Well, they're going to be successful if only just because Nova's successful, because Nova's incredible, and you should all go... you should all go subscribe to Nova. She deserves it. She's great. It just sucks because it's a VRev. But I've also seen Wactor fucking hang on like cockroaches for like a year and a half at this point. I thought Wactor was going to die like a year ago. I was like, okay, pack it up. It's done. They're chalked. GG, no re. It's over. And then they just kind of kept going, and they just kind of kept it up, and they never died, and they're still fucking rebranding and shit. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like scummy VTuber agencies just like never throwing the towel, not calling the tower. Don't call towels. Like Prism is disbanded, and Prism's from what I've heard is a pretty fucking good agency. From everyone I've heard who's worked for it, it's okay. Like, I've not heard any horror stories personally. I don't know any of the talents that well personally either, so I can't vouch for them. But from what I've heard, it's not like it's not a bad VTuber agency. So they kind of packed in the bag and are letting everybody go with all their models and IP and everything, right? But I think that scummy VTuber agencies very rarely like actually like throw in the towel. They're just like, we'll just get a new generation of people to, you know, fucking more meat for the grinder, right? More bodies for the horde. We just keep milking this until it's dry. I don't know. So I'm hoping they go down and Nova gets to keep Nova. Also just because Nova's design is really cool. I know I've been simping for the VRev models all stream, but like, I don't know, man. Nova's design is also really fucking cool. Look at this shit. Look at the eyes. It's so good. It's such a pretty model. So I hope she gets to keep it. I feel like we need to stage like a prison break. We need to break into VRev and like leak all the models out and just be like, yo, they're ours now. Give them back. Let's storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. We need to bring that energy. I reckon we could do it. What do they got? Like a few nerds on security? We could win. We'd win. Some of us have to be good at fighting. There's got to be at least one Chad among us. It's not me. I'm a little... okay, I'm not a twink, but I'm a little guy. I don't know if I'd be great. I could strategize. I'll be the commander. I'll be the XCOM operator. You guys can be my my Naruto running fucking operatives. I think you may be a twink. I would win. Fuck you. I'd win. Me versus... New tier list idea. How many VTuber agencies could I beat before I get killed? Working my way up. I reckon I could take Wactor. I reckon I could take Akio Air. They only hire children. Who's gonna fucking stop me? I'm not gonna be dunked on by a 9-year-old. VRev, I could probably take. Niji might be a stretch. I don't think I'm getting through the kindred lads. I think there's a bit too far for me. Also, did Lopi just call me a twink? Lopi, we literally had this discussion. I'm not a twink. I'm so fucking hot. I'm sorry. I'm taking off my hoodie. Ugh. I don't know why it's hot. I'm in Scotland. Pretty sure we literally had this discussion. Lorian agreed that I'm not a twink, and if anybody knows twinks, it'd be Lorian, so... Chat, don't believe her. She's actually actively lying. She knows the truth, and she's just gaslighting you. I didn't say I'm so hot, let me undress. I'm taking an hoodie off. I'm still wearing clothes. I'm wearing my pajamas. Long pajamas. They're comfy. I literally only wear long pajamas. I like comfy clothes. You're not telling... I can't even explain why you know the truth without them styling on me, but just trust me. We asked a certified twink expert, and she sided with me, alright? The Willy Wonka experience. Don't believe her. She's gaslighting you. Anyway, yeah, VRev apologized. Nobody really bought it. It was... our gratitude for your ongoing support for Vreverie. This is... I have a fucking notepad somewhere of like all of the bingo card for agencies. And one of them was, we would like to express our gratitude for your ongoing support, even though nobody's fucking supporting them. I don't have Bury the Light. Okay, Virgil is really cool. I would love to be Virgil. Me? Yeah, I'd love to be him. My god, is this secret tunnel? Is this secret tunnel? Sorry. If you haven't seen Avatar, you won't know what secret tunnel is. That's incredible. Vreverie was founded in 2021 by several passionate individuals. While we have faced many challenges and learning curves over the course of our 3 years in VTuber industry, we have the privilege of working with many immensely skilled talents. Hard work and continued efforts have allowed VRev to remain a producer of quality entertainment. We've always been extremely appreciative and grateful of their contributions. Face to the Vreverie Graduation is an extremely serious and sorrowful affair. We're skipping VRev with this one. Yeah, the secret tunnel leads into the VRev headquarters. Follow me, chat. We're going. We understand that our talents of eventual choice and leave agency is never an easy one, and we deeply regret falling short of the expectations they had for the agency, as our talents, whether past, present, or future, have always been of paramount importance to us. Homie, I'ma keep it real with you. From what I've heard, that ain't the truth. We will always keep these strong individuals close to heart, sincerely wish them well in their future endeavors. I feel like if you wish them well in their future endeavors, you'd let them keep their mottos, but I don't know, that might just be me spitballing. I feel like if you actually like were wishing the best for them, you'd be like, you'd let them keep their mottos. I don't know, that might be crazy to my little brain. Like, oh, you know, recognize it as a clear signal where it is a pressing need for action improvement on our part. We will not shy away from our responsibilities in that regard. Therefore, our intention to further improve the management of Vreverie moving forward, and to make continuous internal adjustments and significant changes along the way to ensure our gratitude and appreciation towards every single one of our talents can be seen and felt. As this matter is so vitally important, this will not be an instantaneous process. Appreciate everyone's patience, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, they got dunked on for this. This was, they didn't really, I don't know. They kind of said that they're going to be working towards anything, but didn't really admit to anything that they did wrong. Like, they say there's a clear signal for action and improvement, but they didn't be like, hey, sorry, yeah, we fucked up. And, like, detail in which ways and how they're going to improve. They're just like, yeah, we're sorry, we'll be better. Trust us, bro. I don't know, man. I've kind of given up on Vreverie. Like, I still like the talents. Nova's great. I haven't managed to watch much of Sam's content, but she, from what I've seen, is also great. I love Nova though. Nova's incredible. So I'm still going to support her, obviously. But Vreverie as a whole, nah, they're gone. Which is wild. It's such a wild concept, and this is something I have a. I'm debating releasing this video. I'm not entirely sure yet because it has Niji in it, and I don't really want to re-spark the Niji debate. But yo, Nave, thank you for the sub chat.
Who would win? YouTube apology videos or YouTube agency apology?
I don't know. Nothing really strikes fear into my heart like the white background black texting. But something a video was going to be about like predatory VTuber agencies. That was going to be the title, right? And I was going to go over like Akio Air and Wactor and Nijisanji and, you know, just go over a few examples, not deep dives, but maybe like trying to highlight common trends that we see in them of like abuse of power, threatening lawsuits, making their talents feel trapped, that kind of shit. And like maybe why not to sign with them and what to look out for. I'm planning on going out with it. I just don't know if I want to include Niji or not. I don't really know if I want that smoke. And I don't know. Dean makes a lot of videos. We have very similar content brain, I think, except I just don't post anything. I wanted, like, he made a Wactor video as well, I remember. But anyway, the thing that's always wild to me is the number of VTuber agencies that kind of, like, if I wasn't told by people that are kind of in the know, I would never have guessed.
$5 from Salty Falter. Give me my wife
exactly,
Erica back,
bro.
you heartless suits.
Erica dying is so sad, bro. That model was peak. That was a peak model, and it is gone, and I'm sad. Like the number of VTuber agencies that just, even if nobody told you, like if you didn't hear it through the grapevine, I feel like if nobody had told me what Vreverie was like, I'd have been blindsided until like the Cherry, Ophi, Erica graduation. Like and it gives me fucking trust issues, bro. Because now I look at every fucking VTuber agency and I'm like, okay, I think you're cool. I'm pretty sure you're chill, but like, I don't know. You could be dog shit. Like, the only agency that I fully unironically like trust at the moment is probably Idol. Like, not talents wise. Like, I'm friends with a lot of VTuber agency talents, and I'm sure that like they're really, really cool. But in terms of like management, Idol's so transparent that I believe they're probably chill, but like everywhere else is like FaZe is probably chill. I don't know FaZe that much, but Sakana's pretty fucking based. Like from what we've seen of Sakana, he's kind of a giga chad, so I'm sure. Hey AJ, I saw your Reddit post. I hope you know you jump scared me with my own fucking name. I was literally on Reddit, just scrolling through, and a fucking thread popped up about VRev, and I was like, oh, VRev, okay. And I clicked in, and I saw my fucking name in it, and I was, oh. Every time it doesn't happen often, thankfully, but every time I see fucking my name in any place that isn't, like, was it, I'm pretty sure it was you, AG. Was it you? It may have been someone else. I swear to fuck, oh no, it was a different AG. Yeah, sorry, different AG, not AG Winks, AG Shell. My bad. You both have the same fucking name starting. Give me a break. I saw it like a week ago, alright? I don't have perfect memory. But yeah, AJ, I saw your Reddit post and it jump scared me. Yeah, I see, sometimes I see my name and I'm like, oh, I get jump scared. Pen Reddit. I browse through Reddit. Reddit's good for doom scrolling. And the virtual YouTuber subreddit is interesting to peruse. The nijisanji subreddit has been interesting to look at. It's done a complete 180 revolt. Like, it is just in a flames at the moment. It's kind of wild. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I saw my name on a fucking Reddit post. I was like, oh. I don't know. I mean, okay. Idols maybe saying Idol's the only agency I trust is maybe an exaggeration. I trust vshojo, if only because I'm pretty sure vshojo doesn't have enough authority over its talents to really do any abusive shit. Like, I'm pretty sure the vshojo talents control the agency as opposed to the other way around. Which is how I think agencies should be, if I'm being honest. I think the talent should be at the top of the totem pole, like, and everyone should be trying to lift them up to do the best content they can do, rather than the inverse. But I trust vshojo. They're just because, again, the talents are kind of in control. Ian's cool. Every interaction I've had with an Ian talent is nothing. Nobody's ever tipped me off to anything being sus behind the scenes. FaZe is cool. Sakana Fishman is based as fuck. Ido's pretty cool. There's some that I have my suspicions about, which I'm not going to go into because I'm not trying to get fucking... Not in any of those agencies. Like, some agencies other than those that I maybe have some suspicions of, but I ain't going to go into those because I don't want to catch that smoke. I ain't trying to get blasted on twitter.com. Yo, Death, how you going, man? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for VRev. I don't know. They're probably going to crash and burn. I just hope Nova gets it okay. I haven't played... I still want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With Nova at some point. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In ages. I exclusively play Cyber Dragons. That is my... Actually, this stream might have burned any opportunity I have of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With Nova, but I exclusively play Cyber Dragons. I don't play anything else. Cyber Dragons aren't meta. They're not good, but I want to feel like fucking Zane Truesdale, and you cannot take that from me. I will summon Cyber End Dragon with Power Bond and have 8,000 attack. It will probably lose me the game, but I have a fucking Cyber Dragon. I win. I feel like I win in my heart. I have a Cyber End Dragon with 8,000 attack points. You might win, but I win the fucking moral victory. Fuck you. The Cyber Dragons isn't it? You go Infinity into Rampage with either Seeger or Power Bond for 3-hit 4200 attack. You can Infinity to pop the attack mode and negate the ability as an Omni Negate. Pretty solid. It's not a bad engine, it's just not meta. It's like not even rogue. It's like eh. I do not play Pendulum, fuck you. Keep your pendulums away from me. GX is the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Enemy. If you disagree, you're probably right, but I'm not going to agree with you. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is my childhood. Get your game on. Fight me. Of course you're a Dragon Maid user, fucking weeb. Nah. I've never watched... I said GX. I stopped... GX was the last show, like, series I watched. I didn't watch 5Ds. I've heard really good things about 5Ds. I might jump back into it at some point. GX was the one I watched, though, and I remember liking it. Yubel was kind of a baddie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if she was a guy or a chick. Hot, regardless, would. I'm not a zoomer. GX is an old show. GX is like 2000. Don't say pendulumbrel. Pendulumbrel is a cursed fucking phrase. Yeah, Lopi doesn't know, like, anything. Lopi lived under a rock until the year 2022, alright? Lopi doesn't know Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any, like, good show. All she knows is eat hot chip, be bisexual, and lie. You know? What is that fucking meme? I'm trying to learn, I promise. Learn harder. Anyway, I'll make you download Master Duel. We'll play 1v1. I'll give you... What? You would play the fucking cutesy bootsy deck, wouldn't you? What deck would you play? You wouldn't play Dragon Maids. Maybe Lyrilusk? You might be a... Oh no, you might be like a Zodiac Lyrilusk. But everyone has the cutest girls, you probably play. Fucking... Melfi? I could see it. Yeah, it's 2004 was GX. Yeah, it's fucking old. Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit? Anyway. Yeah, I think Melfi's probably a safe bet. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to go into like a Yu-Gi-Oh tangent. I haven't played it in a while and I kind of wanna. Where else? We've literally covered one topic. Because I got sidetracked about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry, I talked about Nova and my brain was immediately like, yo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo! Let's see, we could talk about Prism now. Prism. I mean, there's not much to say about Prism. It seems like everybody's parting kind of amicably. Ooh, amicably. Big word. Yo. I know words. You know, I can read one word an hour. Pretty impressive, I know. Don't get too impressed now. I've considered just doing chatting streams to try and get all these tangents out of my body before I do news. Like doing a fucking tangent stream on Thursday so I can get all my chat out before I do Friday. Not Friday, Sunday. Saturday. You know what I meant. Just talking about random shit. I have a lot of random shit to say. Where are we going? Prism. I hate bookmarks. Why do you do this to me? Prism.
Penumbra, fuck you.
$10 from Salty Falter. Hey Ben, you know how you said no nijisanji news this week?
What? No.
Might want to check X.
No. Follow, you can't do this.
Just kidding.
You're a bitch. I hope you know that. You're an actual bitch, and I hate you. I was literally opening up X on my other monitor. Also, don't call it X. You made me call it X, and now I feel cringe. Thank you for the super chat. Fuck you. Although, to be fair, I did just open Twitter and see Hollow Advent doing a funny little dance. So you know what? I feel like I win. I feel like I won in the end. Twitter's blocked? What, as a phrase? You're not allowed to say Twitter anymore in super chats? That is incredible. That is great, actually. I didn't know that. It's fucking funny. No Twitter. You can't say Elon. You have to put an asterisk. You can't say Elon. You have to asterisk and you have to censor it. Elon actually owns YouTube. Anyway. So yeah, if you don't know, Prism is the Lopi, you can't time out anyone. You have the Discord kit and roll. You're not actually a mod. You know that, right? Prism is like Sony Music's official VTuber branch, right? I think they have 18 talents, will become independent performers. They say that I think two of the talents are actually graduating, like they're leaving. But they've been transferred all the rights to their current images. Doing it on the April 1st is questionable. But basically they get to keep their model and they get to keep... I thought it was two. I thought two... I thought two of them were graduating fully. Is it just the one? I'll see you later, AG. Loppy, stop... Time me out for a joke. Don't time out my chat. I'm revoking... I need to give you Discord privileges. Fucking... Discord kit privileges.
£2 from Cupcake Conjurus H. Tuber, Twitter is blocked in super chats.
Whoa. You guys are lying. You guys are just built wrong. Cupcake managed to get Twitter in the super chat. Is this an American moment? This might be an American moment. Thank you for super chat, Cupcake. You can't report me for abusive behavior if Lopi tames you out. You have to report her for abusive behavior. I think this might just be an American moment. I think you guys just get shafted. You just can't have... Cupcake's a witch. She's using magic. That'd be the worst spell. Why would you ever... Using magic to get Twitter into your super chat? It's incredible. I think you guys are just built wrong, honestly. Yeah. I'm not American. Maybe it's like a... Is it a price thing? Like maybe blue? It is because Twitter is blue. If you do blue, you can get Twitter. Anything else now? Reported me for abusing Lopi. Hey, look, if anything, Lopi abuses me. Did you see that shit she said about me? That broke my heart. I was gonna commit toaster bath. Tune talent streams and our social media early. March for more information about each talent's individual plans for the activities March 31st. Events releases are currently scheduled for the month of March. Will continue as scheduled. March is orders placed on March 31st. Fair deadline will be fulfilled. Direct any business questions to Prism Project. Prism Project was transitioned to management and operation by Sony Music in May 2022, and in nearly 2 years, Prism Project saw its reach and exposure increase dramatically. Appearances at major anime conventions and events both within Japan and around the world, multiple original music releases, a major music label debut, the addition of formerly independent talents as their original characters' IPs, and other significant accomplishments. So comment from Shogun. Talents created in nearly 2 years of engaging pioneering content. We're extremely proud of the contributions that each Prism talent has made to the virtual talent space. Our opportunity to bring Prism Talent's content to a much larger audience, both virtually and physically, to achieve a long list of firsts for Prism as staff and talent team. To have had this is such a run-on sentence. Holy shit. After careful consideration and discussion between the management and talents regarding each talent's goals, as virtual performance, but with an eye towards industry trends and givers of resources required not to sustain but further grow the brand. Together, we made the incredibly difficult decision to cease talent management operations and make it possible for talents to continue their talent activities under their current talent names with the current characters' IPs. I'm not gonna lie, this fucking statement is kind of a mouthful. Sorry to hear about your body toilet. It's okay, Conesy. I'm kind of used to bunny problems right now. It's fine. We'll get through it, chat. I plan on killing bunnies anyway. It's a lot of words. Too bad I can't read. You know, I actually am planning on just murdering the bunnies. I'm not going for Pippa because I feel like Pippa would actually shoot me in the face. I don't think I could take Pippa in a fight. She scares me a little. But like Bree, fuck yeah, take Bree. Lopi, easy win. Lopi's like 4'10". Serenity, the new one, I don't know. She's kind of a Freddy stand, so maybe I don't have to. She's kind of based. Cottontail, I don't think I have to. Cottontail is kind of based. She's cool. So really it's just Lopi and Bree. I'm just gonna... It's them. They're the real problems. Pekora would kill me. Pekora doesn't speak English, so I think we're safe. We're on the other side of the world. I have no intention of challenging Pekora in a 1v1. Also, yeah, Cotton would 100% beat my ass. I might have just been gassing myself up there. Yeah, like Cotton... Bree has the power of autism. I also have the power of autism. I'm a VTuber. Depends what kind of... Depends what autism superpower she got. What did she spec into? What did she... Oh yeah, L would also probably beat my ass. It's fine. I'm only going to challenge the ones I could beat. So Bree and Lopi. They're both tiny.
Penumbra, fuck you.
$5 from Southside Slider. It looks like only Ko is confirmed graduating due to scheduling conflicts.
I must have heard wrong.
There is still 2 people we don't know.
It might be more, but yeah. Okay, I guess there's only one person who's actually graduating after leaving. Thank you, Slider. I'm not tiny. Yeah, Pippa probably has guns. I ain't trying to. I mean, I also have a gun, but you know. Lopi with prep time is the same difficulty as Lopi without prep time. She cannot prepare for shit. She's autistic, alright? Her preparation would be a fuck ton of plushies to fucking have. It wouldn't help, but she would need them for comfort. And like a fidget spinner. That's Lopi's prep. Anyway. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not pretty cool that Prism's dying, but like... like the fact that all the talents are getting to keep their shit and like continue on as usual means effectively it's very similar. If you have an Oshi and Prism, they're probably going to keep making the same kind of content. They won't have the backing of an agency, so some things might be a bit harder, but for the most part, I think it's better than what's going on with VRev. Let's put it that way. I also bookmarked. Wait. Yeah, the founder of Prism kind of had a thing where he goes through talking about like his goals for Prism and how he eventually got into Sony, and he like thanks like all the different gens and like I don't know, it's pretty wholesome. And he's going to continue to spread the lure of anime and VTubers worldwide. He has the power of God and anime on his side. Stream now, I think YouTube would break him too powerful. I don't know about that. You're going to have to stream eventually. It's going to have to happen. If only for the funny. Actually, I reckon I could probably get your stream key from you at some point. I reckon I could. I've seen you be really dumb. Like, it'd take like one and a half bottles of soju. I reckon I could get your stream key for you, and I can just go live on your channel. I reckon that'd be great. I'd have the longest waiting screen ever. I'd have it be like 30 minutes as your entire chat goes absolutely batshit crazy. Like, oh my god, Lopi back, Lopi back, Lopi back, Lopi back. Yeah, for April Fools, be like, oh my god, Lopi, yo, Lopi's back. And then it would just be me, but hey, fuck you. Lopi's dead, I killed her. And then just end stream. People would be mad and it'd be fucking hilarious. Just inflicting wounds on trauma victims. Can I have the model too? Yeah, I'll have the model and I'll just like stare at chat for a while, making that fucking anime girl like happy face, like, huh? And just smiling and like doing bunny fucking ear wiggles, and then I'll just say hi. How you going? So here's what happened in VTubing last week in about 60 seconds. Just I think I might actually get lynched if I do that. I don't know. Lopi's fan base is a little bit feral at the moment, considering they've went 10 years without a fucking stream. I don't know. They might rip me a new asshole. I think it would be funny though. I think it'd be hilarious. Also, they're Lopi's fans. They can't be that scary. Literally, like, probably 3 feet max between them. But yeah, this Prism. Prism's dead. Long live the Prism. Prism had the tism, and they died. What else did we have? Let me just... Sorry, noises. 54. Cool stuff. Me? I'm stuff. Me? Yeah, I'm stuff. Not a power of each fan is the sheer number that would get you. Yeah, but it'd be funny though. It'd be funny. And like, are death threats really much in the face of funny haha? I don't think so. But yeah, cool shit. Doki was kind of wild for this. My first YouTube play button that I own. It's kind of wild. Also confirms a few rumors that we had circling around. But yeah. Yeah, confirmed. Yeah, Niji talents don't get their fucking silver play buttons, but she got it. And Dokibird FPS VTuber FBTTV YouTube. You gotta love the shilling on the silver play button. Oh yeah, Globate announced their new gen, and also fucking there's another pink rabbit in there. Okay, she's pink in here. Maybe she's not actually pink. She might be like purple or something. They have another pink rabbit. I can't do another pink rabbit. I can't handle more. I can't deal with more. There's too many of them. They're overwhelming me. I I'm fighting a lonely battle here, gents. It's me versus like 9 fucking people. I'm getting jumped. Literally, because they're fucking rabbits. Bailiff. Crushes balls. See, I did not see vtuber Pro. But on the mini group. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, the 2 Akio members. I did see that actually. How many how many pink rabbits did you see you could fight? I don't know, man. I feel like I could take like 4 or 5, but like at this point it's getting a bit out of hand. I think Bree's technically blonde, but we'll include her in an honorary. I could definitely take her and Lopi. Probably at the same time, because like, let's be honest, they're fucking tiny little incompetent children. L is a bit of a toss-up. I might be able to take it. I don't know. I got the reach advantage. Cotton would kick my dick in. I would get my shit rocked. Like that. I ain't trying to get my ass beat to a soundtrack like that. I'm good. So maybe 3? 3 is probably the max I could take. Serenity, I don't know yet, but she seems small, so maybe 4. Bree's mom, I did see Bree's mom got a fucking YouTube channel. Fuck, I hit my funny bone. It was very not funny actually. Ow. Hey Kurumia. Bree's mom is a bit powerful. I'm also just not trying to fight Bree's mom. Like, it's kind of fucked up. Don't go to my homepage, please. It's kind of a fucked up thing to do. Just square up to your friend's mother. Turn up for the fucking sleepover and be like, alright, bitch, square up. Let's go. Run them hands. It's kinda... Friends. Look, only true friends will beat each other's ass, alright? That is the true meaning of friendship, is how hard are you willing to hit them. Like, if you're not friends with someone and you like lightly tap them, you're like, oh my god, no, I hit you. Real friends, you backhand them with the power of Zeus itself, and you're like, eh, bitch. I've never hit anyone, I've never hit anyone's mum. I've hit on someone's mum. I've never hit someone's mum. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, and even if they can't take it, you know, don't be a bitch. Oh. Speaking of mums, did you guys see Mama Rissa? That stream was so fun. Story time, you're not getting the story for that. I did not hit on Bree's mum. No, don't make it weird, chat. It wasn't Bree. I wasn't friends with Bree when I was in high school. The Ravencroft family is fucking bait. I really want to see the brother. The brother, the Ballista man, I need him in my life, please. I need Ballista bro. Please. I need him, and I just need him to start. I need him to join Hollow Stars. I just need him to join. Please. Please, for the love of God. I need a VTuber that just talks about the Roman Empire constantly. Yeah, he has a forge! That's so cool! Bro! Yeah, but like, are you joining Hollow Stars? Bro, that's so wild. I can't believe that. I feel like you would last 2 seconds before you said some wild shit and got kicked immediately off. It took like 2 minutes where you got drunk as fuck and said some questionable shit and Yago himself came down to beat your ass. And debut VOD deleted. Yeah, every VOD deleted. Never had a VOD. I accidentally posted in Heavenly's Discord yesterday. Do you guys know the Spike Spiegel, I love a woman that will actually just kill me? You guys know that fucking copy pasta? Lopi hadn't seen that. And so I was like, I was planning on I tried to DM it to her so that she could see the majesty of it, and I accidentally just sent it into Heavenly's fucking Discord server by mistake. And hey, they were chill about it. Heavenly, your Discord's kind of full of freaks, I'm not gonna lie. They be wildin'. It was certainly a moment. I didn't even look. I literally tabbed into Discord, hit Control V, and just hit send. I didn't even like look at where I was. Spike was kind of real for that. He was kind of based. Ow, my headphones fell off. I was cracking my neck. Sorry, I know some of you guys don't like neck popping. Okay. I have my joints back. Oh, my joints have been reconnected. I should probably get that checked out at some point, but how long is the stream going to be? I don't know, man. I don't really have a schedule at the moment. We've kind of been on tangent gaming this entire stream. Like, this entire stream has just been tangents about random shit, like Yu-Gi-Oh! As opposed to news. I'm so sorry. We've had, like, no fucking news done. We covered the big topics so far. I did the Globy stuff. Oh, fuck the McDonald's shit.
Penumbra, fuck you.
$2 from Southside Slider. Holostar doing streams like Jiri but Forge work.
Yo, I would actually love a Forge VTuber, like a blacksmith VTuber. I'd watch that. Like, bruh, I would 100% watch someone just fucking forging a sword. Have you seen those forging videos where they like make like Damascus steel swords and shit? Oh, it's so cool. Or like forged in fire, it will kill. Bruh. Yeah. Give me a Shiro Emiya VTuber, please. If there was ever like a thing I was gonna do, like an art trade or something, it'd probably be, I'd love to fucking blacksmith. I don't have the, I'm not strong enough to blacksmith. Well, I don't think you actually have to hammer shit anymore. You have like auto hammers and shit, but bruh, just making swords and shit. Swords aren't useful anymore. Actually, swords were never really useful, but like, bruh, I'd love to make swords. I actually really want, like merch-wise, fucking, I want Archer's swords, Kancho and Bakia. I want them as like a sword replica. I really do. I need to get some at some point. Like, blacksmiths that do weapons use hammers, all hammers and industrial stuff. Oh, cool. So they still fucking hit shit? That's kind of cool. Like, I want them. They're so cool. I need them in my life.
Penumbra, fuck you.
You know it's your favorite Pink Rabbit War Criminal's birthday, right? The one who's a mod in your Discord.
Pippa? Yeah, I'm aware. She's doing a tier list stream in like 2 hours. Swords actually weren't useful. Like, okay. Swords have pretty much always historically just been like a status symbol. Pretty much any time you could, they were used for like dueling, like 1v1s as like a prestige thing to show like you're better in combat. But in terms of like actual warfare on the battlefield, you are pretty much always better with like a spear or like a halberd or a polearm or like something like that. Generally, swords are not that, like, they take so much fucking, like, you need so much training to be able to competently use a sword properly. Like, you need to actually have dexterous, and it doesn't have a lot of weight, so you need to be able to like slash and cut. Armor negates a sword. Any sort of armor, your sword is fucking useless. If you're going against full plate, you are fucked. They will just grab your sword and beat the shit out of you. It just, in general, like, yes, the Romans use gladius as well. Even then, I think for the most part, like, the main fighting force of the Romans used like a phalanx, which was like shields and spears. Like yeah, Julius Caesar had a sword because he was a big Roman guy, and yeah, Centurions had fucking the gladiuses, but they're not like, pretty much anytime you would want a sword, you would probably be better with a spear. Like, it's just, people have this image of warfare that it's like this big mess where people are like from Game of Thrones with like running around and like, oh, everybody. But no, wars were pretty much always like lines pushing against each other, which means you want a shield in front of you and you want a big pointy stick to shove into their eye socket. You don't want to have a sword. Like, they're going to be able to reach longer than you. They're just going to stab you in the hand and you're fucked. Like, you don't want swords. You definitely don't want to be dual wielding swords like these things, but they're really cool and I want them. Yes, as secondary weapon, a lot of time people would have them in. Even then, sometimes you just had daggers or like arming swords or yeah, I don't know. And halberds, like as armor got more and more developed, like plate armor, like pole arms and like halberds and battle axes and shit like that. That's your bread and butter. That's the only way to get through full plate. Like anime and like video games and shit make full plate seem like paper, like, oh man, you slash them enough with the sword. Nah, full plate, you are like a tank in full plate. Not gonna do much to like a bullet, obviously, in Modern Warfare, which is why we don't use it anymore, but like, bruh, if you're going up against anyone who doesn't have like a bit of heft behind their weapon, like a poleaxe or something, you're just kind of built different. Like most, like, if you look at like actual night warfare, it ends up always just being like wrestling because it's just two dudes who like are in full tank armor, end up just having to like slog each other and like drag each other to the ground and try and like find a tiny little gap to get like a knife through. And like, because it's heavy, but it's also really strong. So unless you're like on a horse with like a lance or like you have a very heavy weapon, like it's just, a sword ain't doing shit to that. Dagger, maybe, if you can get through it, but the fucking knight's just gonna clock you on the head. But you know, games and anime constantly underestimate armor. Like, they constantly have people just, like, pierce through it. Like, no, that's not what would happen. A sword doesn't do shit to armor. It just ping. Sorry, I know we're off on another tangent. I really like medieval warfare, and I really like fighting and, like, swords and spears and shit. It's really cool. Please leave me alone, Windows. You jump scared me. And I don't know, I could probably talk about it for like ages. Do you guys want to hear about all of King Arthur's weapons? Like, yeah, there are exceptions to everything, right? Like, claymores are Scottish swords, and they were used because they kind of doubled as a fucking heavy weapon, right? Like, you could just, they're big and they're heavy, and you fucking swing them, and they'll just kshing. Like, yes, there are times and places and periods and locations where swords were used and to some effect, but for the most part, every time a sword was used, it was generally like a secondary to like a better weapon. Or like a bastard sword as well. But like the little fucking dinky long swords that you see, like the one-handed ones, like they were status symbols for like leaders and shit, but I think in general they weren't. Like, there's just other shit, like an axe. You want an axe instead of a sword. An axe is way easier to use. There's one fucking edge, you swing it, it's got a bit of bulk behind it, weighted at the end, you just fucking chonk that into their neck, they're dead, fuck them. Like, I don't know, why would you want a sword? Fucking light as shit, you don't get any bulk behind it. You have to know how to parry and shit, and like... Actually, most of the time that knights or like armored people fought with swords, they end up half-swording it. Right, I think it's called half-swording. It's where basically they put their hand on the blade, like because they have gauntlets on, so they put their hand on the blade and just fucking use it as like to like beat your face in. They end up just using it as like a bludgeoning weapon, which is not what a sword is meant. Like, it's not what it's idealized in your head is what it's meant for, but like it's effective because if someone else is wearing armor, your sword's not doing shit. But if you just grab it by the sword and you start beating them with the pommel, you're gonna do some damage. So like a lot of night combat isn't like Game of Thrones, like, oh, dancing around and twirling and parry and riposte. It's like, can you get on top of the other guy and start just bludgeoning his fucking face in before he does? Also, yeah, it gives you more control because you're further up the blade, which means you can like direct it into the slits in the armor. It's just to like better in the tip, but it also just gives you more leverage. Also for blocking, if you're half-handing it because you have one hand on either side, it's better for like blocking, and it's just better. Like, you do swinging with one hand, the other edge is like flying in the fucking wind. I don't do like HEMA or anything, so like listen to an expert on this shit. I'm interested in it. So, yeah, I don't know, just half swording is just better, I think, for most armored encounters, and by the like medieval ages, fucking everyone that mattered was in armor. So like, yeah, we should definitely stream Chivalry. I'm sorry, we have not covered vtuber news in like half an hour. I apologize. I I have a tendency to go on rants about things that I find interesting, and apparently medieval warfare is one of those things that just will set me off. Okay, what do we do this? You don't need plate armor to negate a sword, though. Fucking chainmail could negate a sword. Like, honestly, chainmail is surprisingly effective against swords. You wouldn't think it, but like... I think a streamer is autistic. Fuck you, Luffy, leave me alone. You've talked about Vitism, get ready for swordism. Yeah, padded armor could defeat swords. Like, swords aren't shit. I'm sorry. They're cool, but they're not really that good. Like, sure, if you're cutting down, like, French peasants or something, like if you're fucking marauding through the countryside and you're just fighting people in cloth, yeah. Swords will get the job done. You can swing them fast, they'll cut heads off, like, yeah, sure. But against another competent fighter in any sort of, like, padded or chain armor, you'd rather have, like, a fucking axe or something, or, like, a mace, or... Because real life isn't like games where you can, like, take a mace to the shoulder and you're like, oh, ow, and you, like, stagger and then you come back. No, if you get hit with a mace, you're fucked. You're just... That part of your body is just not a thing. It's not a body part anymore. It is a lump of flesh. Unless you're wearing full tank plate armor with, like, pauldrons and shit, you get hit with a mace, you're just gone. Goodbye. GG no re. I'll see you next Tuesday. Like, you're not like blocking that shit with your elbow and be like going in for a riposte. You're just crushed. Like, your entire arm is just gone and you're not getting over it. Like, so, whereas like a sword, feasibly, if somebody slashed you with a sword in the shoulder, you could probably, like, obviously if they cut down to the bone, you're probably... But, and then even then, like a stab wound, like a cut on your arm is easier to, like, bind and, like, bandage and shit. You can maybe recover from it. If you get hit with a mace, you're gone. Goodbye. GG. Or a spear. You get a spear lodged in you. Ow. You could probably survive a spear to the arm, but you wouldn't get speared in the arm. You get speared to the chest from a mile away, because that shit was long. You like sat there flailing your little rinky-dinky sword at them, and they're like, okay, I have 2 feet of range advantage. I'm just going to stab you. You can't bandage bone, but you can stop you bleeding out. It won't save the arm, but it will fucking stop you dying, maybe. Where were we? What were we doing? We were doing news or something, right? We were talking about VTuber news or something to that effect. Who am I? What is my stream called? Just don't get hit yet. I would simply roll. I would simply parry the sword. I'm gonna get like a Twitter of someone, like somebody's gonna like send this shit to Shadiversity and he's gonna sit and be like, this guy is a fucking moron that doesn't know what he's talking about. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Yeah, don't roll. Sorry, I closed some of my tabs, I can't see. Okay. We're going back to... Shad was just the first one to come into my fucking head. I didn't actually, like... Please don't send this to any medieval people who know what they're talking about. They will tear me to shreds. I did not get a history degree, or I've never done HEMA. I, like... Scalagram's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. I'm committing. I don't want to talk about the McDonald's thing. People were, like, trying to boycott McDonald's for, like, some shit in political, and we're, like, having a go at Niji for, like, oh, and they didn't realize Niji actually, like, partnered with McDonald's. To do a physics stream, what would I even teach? Like, what? You guys want to know how, like, a nuclear reactor works? That's what I studied. Or, like, how we treat cancer, or, like, the process your body goes through when it's exposed to 15 grays or some shit. Sorry, yeah, I'm off topic. Wait, hang on. Yeah, Fun on Mumi did their fucking songs as well. That was cool. I saw that. They were doing emo songs. I was literally in a VC with Lope when they were fucking singing, and it was great. We were reliving emo days. Fucking 30 Seconds to Mars and 3 Days... No, 3 Days... I don't think he sang 3 Days Grace, but Linkin Park. Talking about nuclear reactors. Teaches how to enrich uranium. I could teach you guys how to operate a cyber knife. It sounds a lot cooler than it is. the Cyberknife was what I worked with as a student. It's pretty cool. The fuck is a Cyberknife? Let me finish the news and then we can go on tangents if you guys are still interested, so the people that are here for news can fuck off. Imagine there's people sat there like, for fuck's sake, it has been 50 minutes since you talked about VTubers. Please wrap it up. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, Vreverie Scotty's having a graduation as well. I think I bookmarked that somewhere. Let me get away from the swords. Wait, what? Hang on. What the fuck are the chances that? Okay, nah, okay. I said we're gonna get back on topic. Give me 2 seconds. What are the fucking chances that the top thing on my homepage is someone fucking smithing an axe? I literally never see smith. I'm not like, I don't follow. This is Jeannie reposted this. I don't follow any smithing people on Twitter. What? That is a cool looking axe. Oh, there's Pippa. That's Twitter is listening to me. That's kind of freaky actually. They know. They've been fucking. They're obviously watching this stream. Hey Twitter, how you doing? And please don't kick me off the platform. Actually, maybe kick me off the platform. Honestly, without Twitter, I'd be happier.
Penumbra, fuck you.
Yo, if you're thinking super chat.
Danish krona from Iron Fury 91. Wait, Pena talk about VTuber news.
I know. Rumor has it I occasionally talk about VTubers and news. I know it's kind of cringe. Obviously, I should just talk about fucking swords and medieval armor all day. Top 10 VTubers that would be great knights. Number 10, Zentria. While she is a cyborg and is thus better at fighting, she unfortunately wields a sword which was unusable during this time period. I have seen that archer in shorts that's also a pole dancer. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So yeah, Biscotti from Vreverie is graduating on March 10th. He left a little message. You can read if you so desire. I just thought I'd mention it. Make a second sword medieval weapon video. Yeah, because the first one did so well. People loved that video. Yeah, that archer is everywhere. I see him in my shorts all the time. Let's see. Oh yeah, Production Kawaii is getting their like 5th gen, aren't they? I think I remember seeing that. I do have a sword video. It's not good. You shouldn't watch it. You should not watch top 10 VTuber swords. It is not a good video. I would not recommend it. Yeah, the 5th gen of Production Kawaii just debuted. I'm trying to see where the announcement tweet is so I can show you the whole gen. Is this them? No. I'm on the Production Kawaii Twitter page. Is this it? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh god, please do not DMCA me. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, I think there's 5 of them, 6 of them, 6 of them. One of them has a big hat. I saw that because I saw the hat memes. But yeah, this is, I mean, Kawaii hasn't had a gen in ages, and Gen 4 pieced the fuck out, so. Yeah. No, sorry, Gen 3 pieced the fuck out, not Gen 4. I saw Nair's thing. Yeah, you're right, Gen 3. Was it? Wait, hang on. I need to fact check this. I'm fact checking myself and chat. Oh wait, no, yeah, I remember Gen 4. Yeah, no, it was Gen 3 that pieced the fuck out. Yeah, I remember that. I remember showing that. Fuck, so many VTubers debut, I forget. I honestly just forget. There's a lot. It goes in my brain and out the other side because I talk about them every week and it's like, oh hey, new gen. I forget who had the new gen. But yeah, there's Kawaii's 5th gen. Let's see, other cool shit. Oh yeah, the concert. I can't show you. So Usan and Shoto had a concert, which is pretty cool. It's a 3D concert. I can't show you yet because it's like behind a paywall and I'm not going to risk getting my shit rocked. But Ironmouse also had a also had a concert, and it was really cool. I tuned in for her doing like the pom-pom stuff with Mel, and then I went back and watched the VOD. Her singing with Booby was really fucking funny. It was kind of cool seeing them in like VR. It was pretty. Oh yeah, we'll get into the bow stuff in a minute. Yeah, they were dancing. They were vibing. They were honestly, they were schmoovin'. It was kind of. It's so fun watching Vivi dance. I think it's just because he's so much taller than Mouse. It like, he's. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I didn't realize I caught up live for a minute because Ben naturally talks about medieval warfare at 1.5 times speed. I'm sorry, I speak really quick when I get passionate about things, which makes it even harder to understand my accent. It is not helpful. I need to like slow, but I feel like if I slow down, I just spend longer fucking talking. You know, it'd be a longer tangent. At least when I go at 1.5 times speed, the tangent lasts less long. But you know, Mouse is very small. She's a little gremlin. Bay at a concert, yeah. I think I remember seeing that as well. I saw the fan art. I definitely saw the fan art, holy shit. I saw her and Mel as well did the... Where's the pom-pom thingy? Oh, Booby's back. I saw Underhill refuses to call him Booby, which is funny. Yeah, this way. This is when I tuned into the actual Twitch stream. I forgot what was happening. So yeah, there's that and the Shoto concert and the Bay one. Okay, so I think the only like drama left there was some Fillion kind of drama. Fillion essentially put out a thing offering clippers an opportunity of like, hey, for every 1,000 views you get, we'll pay you. It wasn't $1 per 1,000 views. It was, I think it was $200 per 100,000 views. I think, off the top of my head. I think it ended up being about 20 cents per 1,000 views. I remember because I looked it up, because Idol has a similar program where they paid $1 per 1,000 views, and that's what I was comparing it to. And people were just kind of, people just kind of went off for no fucking reason. There was some people really hating on her that like, oh my god, you're literally using clippers, you are not paying them up front. And it's like, that wasn't, I don't think that was obviously, apparently it was sent to some people's like VGen or something, which is not like, that's not cool, because then you're like trying to commission them, but not, if you commission someone you should agree at a set price and pay them up front. Like doing this weird like exposure thing is weird. But like the program I feel is like Idols, right, where the idea is that like, you're already clipping Fillion, you get paid for it. Or if you're a clipper, you can get incentivized to clip her. She gets more clips and you get more money. There were some people that were calling it like exploitative or whatever. I don't know. It seemed pretty cool. I mean, it's better than not doing it, right? Like you're paying clippers for a lot content that is notoriously very hard to monetize. Like clips tend to get shafted by YouTube because YouTube looks at it. It's like, not transformative enough, copying. Even if the original creator doesn't copyright it, they tend to not get monetized a lot. So it's offering a monetization strategy to people that previously couldn't monetize their content, which seems pretty fine to me. The rate isn't incredible compared to Idol, but it is just Fillion and her team as opposed to Idol Corp. So I don't even know if Idol's still doing that, because I went to check the link and it's gone. Does anyone know, is Idol still doing that program? I went through their Twitter link, I went to click on the link and it was like 404, this page does not exist. Idol paid, or at least when they made the tweet, they paid $1 per 1,000 views, which is about on par with AdSense, roughly. The AdSense for a video is probably, so it's about equal to what you get through ads if it was monetized. So I don't know. And then she also had like tutorials, free resources for people to like get into clipping. I don't know. It seemed like a pretty cool initiative. And like obviously she's trying to encourage people to clip her, because clips are what get views and clips are what introduce VTubers to the wider audience. So I don't know. the commissioning site, if it's true, was the one thing that was like, I don't know about that one. Like there's a difference between like being like, hey, community, you're already clipping me, or maybe you're thinking about clipping me. Here, have some money. That to me is fine because they're already you're just rewarding people for clipping you. But if you go to the email, like if you actively send it out to editors and like go to commission sites and stuff, at that point you're reaching outside your community and basically trying to commission people for like a percentage cut of the video that they're making. Especially because like that shit doesn't work. So the reason why that's an issue, if you're wondering, is first of all, it's just bad. It's a bad way to, people don't work like that. You commission someone, you agree on a set rate for a set product and you buy it generally, but also without an established, like if you're becoming a clipper or you're already a clipper, you have a channel, and that channel can get views, and as you get views you build up your channel, and you eventually get to the like Saka-san-dayo, who's like a fauna clipper who's very well established, and all of his videos get views because he's well established, right? If you're just an editor on like a commissioning site or a just in your emails, you probably don't have a VTuber clipping channel, so you're basically being told, hey, do free content for me, and not really have the place to post it, so you probably won't get the views, which means you probably won't get paid, but you're still, you get the issue, the difference. If you're advertising it to your community who's already wanting to clip you, or people that are already clipping, then you're basically just giving them free money. The moment you step outside and you start advertising it to other people, like professional editors, you're effectively trying to commission people for work on a like revenue basis, which is just not really done. I don't know if that was Fillion though. That might have just been her team, or they might have just like yeeted the email out to people, be like, hey, just so you know, here it is. I don't think it's like a war crime. I don't think she was fucking people. Fillion breathes and people act like she kicked a puppy. I swear to God, I don't understand. I don't know what she, like, I know she's had some fucking controversial shit in the past, but like it's been over a year and people still, anytime Fillion so much just twitches in the wrong direction, people fucking start trying to choke slam her. I don't understand. It's very strange. I saw Doki got into some shit for collabing with her as well, and it's like, anyway, I think the only thing left is the fucking Bao merch shit. Yeah, Fruit. Oh, bro, don't get me started on the Fruit. Is that bitch still, not Fruit, the other bitch, the fucking bug one? Is she still making content? I hope not. I hope the fuck not. I didn't mention her when she, I know she came back. I didn't mention her because I don't want to give her more fucking clout for being a cunt. Because that's what she was after. She was just fucking trying to farm clout from people, and I didn't want to give her the, I'm not going to mention her. I'm not going to mention her name. I'm not going to shout her out. Don't fucking, I'm not linking her. Don't look her up. She was fucking cancerous. But yeah, that's why I didn't talk about her when it happened, because I didn't want to. She was obviously doing it for fucking clout, and that's no, it's fine. It's fine. I was actually just curious myself. I just looked it up. It just came into my mind. But yeah, I think the last topic is the Bao shit. So if you remember, I think it was a few months ago or a few weeks ago, where she kind of mentioned that she's like moving merch. She's not working with the same merch, and she apologized for like people who hadn't got their merch. And then this week she came out with this shit, which was wild. There's also the Yuzu one. Basically, so I believe the company's name is Copium Merch. And apparently they just haven't paid her anything since 2022. So like over a year. Yeah, Copium is a very apropos name now. And apparently they just owe her 16 fucking grand. They've just not paid her in production costs and fees. And then apparently what's happened is they've just burned through their entire like they don't have any money left to pay her. So they're having to just sell the remainder of it, and she gets like all the profit. And some people didn't get orders, some people cancelled orders. People have been waiting for fucking ages. Apparently they're still going through, like, there's a new company that is like picked up, Vite Ramen, that is like picked up and is now doing the merch orders for her and like getting shit sent out. But Bao got fucked, man. And apparently Bao's manager was the owner of Copium merch, so she's out a manager as well. Like, she's... Bruh. Bao... I feel for Bao so fucking much, man. Bao's such a cool creator, and I feel like for no reason she just gets shafted like every... It pisses me off, man. Bao's so cool. And she doesn't deserve half the shit she gets sometimes. And she, like, the world just fucks her for no reason. It's... I just... it annoys me. She can't catch a break. It sucks because she's such like a fucking positive, like, upbeat. Like, if you ever watch Bao stream, she's such a fucking fun person to watch. But then the world is just a cunt to her. Hate it. But she apologized. She didn't have to apologize. It wasn't her fucking fault. And kind of, I think people who've ordered should still get their merch, I think, is what they're saying. Because they're still shipping out the remainder of the inventory. And they're trying to recoup the losses by just selling the remainder and getting pure profit off it. I don't know if it's going to work. And it's a lot of work and effort to basically get what you're fucking owed. So I don't... I get apologizing. Like, yeah, apologizing makes sense because as a creator, like, people bought it trusting your word and then they didn't get it. So I get apologizing, but it's also just not really... It's not her fault that the fucking merch company's a pile of shit, right? I don't know if she'll break even. 16 grand is a lot. A whole year's worth of sales, like, that she just... What did they do with the money? Where did the money go? Where the fuck is it went? Did it disappear? Bro, how do you just... I am baffled. How do you make profit and just not give people the money? That, like, what? Isn't that a crime? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I ain't a lawyer. We have a lawyer in the VTuber community now, so maybe maybe someone can fucking ask him. I'm like 90% sure that's illegal. Where did the money go? Did you eat it? Did you put it in a box? Is it on the moon? Where has it went? Did you play Fate Grand Order? Have you been playing Genshin again? Copium. Have you been playing Genshin again? You Genshined in the wrong impact. We've been over this. That boggles my mind. Even if I ever borrow money from like a friend or family member, I'm immediately like, here, have it back. I can't imagine screwing someone over out of their own fucking money. Like, ugh. The prices rocked up and they had to cover the new cost, but that made no profit. But that's not how, like, I feel like if you enter into an agreement to like sell X for X amount and make Y profit, and the person who the merch is about gets a cut of it, surely the cut is part of the expenses, right? Like, is that not part of the deal? Like, surely that cut comes out of the expenses before anything else. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how merch sales work. I don't know how this shit works, but it seems absolutely fucking ridiculous that you can just not pay someone like the money that they're owed. They're playing Blue Archive. Apparently Yuzu was also with Kopi merch. I think there's a few other VTubers that are also in Kopi merch. Penumbra plushie wearing. I actually really want a hoodie. If I was going to get anything, I'd want this hoodie. With like, because this hoodie, you don't know, but like, because I don't have a reference sheet. I've tried to reach out to artists for a reference sheet. I've been ghosted by like all of them. It's so sad. Nobody wants to talk to me. I am on a blacklist somewhere. I'm not. I think they're just taking a while to get back to me. It's fine. But I've been reaching out to try and get a reference sheet done because I want to try and move forward with like getting a model and shit. It'll take a while, but I want to get in and get the ball rolling. So I've been reaching out to artists to try and get like a proper reference sheet done on my guy, and I've not really gotten anywhere with it, but I'm trying. But yeah, I really want to get like the hoodie that I'm wearing, and because the hoodie has a crescent on the back, and I'd wear that. Like, I would actually unironically just buy that and wear it. I actually bought a beanie today. Like a black... I didn't ghost them. I did not ghost them. I've checked my DMs and my email religiously. I've not heard back. I might end up going on like VGen and looking there. But yeah, no, I got a beanie with like a crescent moon on it and it looks pretty cool. So I kind of want to get a hoodie like this, but I just don't know. I don't know how to go around. Like, who do I talk to try and get that shit going? I don't know. I might wait until I've got like a reference sheet and shit going. Or maybe I'll do it with like, if I ever debut a big boy model, I might do like a merch drop then. But I would like merch. I think it'd be cool. Oh yeah, so user basically had the same thing. So she's owed $4.5 grand. The owners agreed to give full transfer of the remaining inventory merchandise and 100% of the revenue, like they did for Bao. And Right Ramen is again taking care of the sales and shipment. So it just seems like Copium merch is just fucked over. I don't know if it's fucked over every single person on their list. I imagine if all the money's gone, they must have, because otherwise, like, they'd have paid some of it to everyone. So yeah, it was kind of fucked. There's nothing really to do about it, but like, don't go to your homepage. You don't know what's going to be on there. Yeah, it was fucked. I don't know, man. Yuzu as well doesn't deserve this shit, man. I saw Bao like replying to someone, be like, "Hey, welcome to the VTubers Without a Manager gang," because yeah, her manager was Copium Merch Boy, and obviously he's not great at managing much. Can't even manage his own finances. So I think we're done. I think that's all of it. I'm sorry that fucking took so long. I went on like 5 tangents. Holy shit. I think I covered everything. I'm pretty sure, unless you guys can think of anything. I did not click the blue thing on screen. I did not click the notification symbol. I've been good. It's great. Look, I'm not clicking it. I'm not. Oh. Ah. I can click on my other monitor. Copium made a rookie mistake and paid off their loan to start the business, but they didn't plan it outright and spent all the money on it. That could be it. I'm not a business major. I don't know how this shit works. I just know you shouldn't, you know, not pay people what they're due. It's just a bad call. So tangent was pretty major. Yo, Nico, thank you for the gifted memberships, man. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Oh god, the Nico, he's returned. Oh.
Fuck you.
And see, yeah, Nico's kind of wildin'. Nico's kind of, he kind of built different. Okay, we should look for someone to raid. I don't know if I want to go on a nuclear reactor tangent now after being on so many tangents. You guys have had too many of my tangents. Let me see if there's anyone I can raid.
Penumbra, fuck you.
Who's live right now?
Penumbra, fuck you.
Kai's live. I don't know what she's doing. The title is just anime go jump scare. Penumbra's live. Oh my god. Yo, Penumbra real. Yo, the Valorant champions. I don't watch better Valorant. I don't know why that's being recommended to me.
Penumbra, fuck you. Penumbra, fuck you.
Scum was meant to be live over half an hour ago, but she forgot that's my fucking Oshi. Bree's live in 20?
Fuck you.
Ask me anything, but if I get punished if I lie.
Fuck you.
Why would she lie then? But she could just lie and not tell you. That's a girl boss moment. You just have to try. So she's just gonna lie and be like, I was lying, and then just eat a pepper. She's so dumb. She's a little silly. She's a little goofy. Okay, we can do tangents for 20 minutes. If you want to leave, that's fine. If you want to go, we'll wait until Bree's live and we'll raid into her and tell her she's dumb. If you want to dip, feel free. What did I? Oh yeah, Cyberknife. You guys want to see a Cyberknife? I mentioned it earlier. So Cyberknife is what I did my research on for my masters. And what it is, it's a little. Well, it's not little at all. It is this thing. It's a. Okay, so let me see if I can remember the diagram, right? Let me open this up. It's a radiotherapy robot, yes. So what you have is this is a LINAC, so it produces a radiation beam out the head here. These are orthogonal X-ray or CT image detectors, right? That is the fucking, it's a brand name, but it's the chest, there's I think it's called Synchrony, if I remember correctly, is the brand name of it. It's a thing that syncs up to a thing they put over your chest to detect your breathing, to sync up your breathing so that they can monitor your breathing patterns so they can keep track of the lungs. CyberKnife, primarily used, or very much used for lung cancer, because you breathe. And so the way CyberKnife works is you have this big boy here. This produces a radiation beam. Problem with lungs is they move because you're breathing. Unfortunately, you're still alive. So there's a few options. I'm not going to go over all the fucking gated breathing technique. I'm not trying to fucking lecture you guys, but one of the ways you can do it is you can essentially, rather than having a big beam that covers everything, you can aim the beam, right? You can aim the beam as the lungs move, so as they breathe in and out. And so you direct the head. This is a head with 6 degrees of motion, so it can go like up, down, left, right. That can tilt its head. And as the lungs move and expand, you can aim the beam at the moving tumor and constantly hit the tumor and don't hit the surrounding tissue. But in order to do that, you need to have real-time images, and that's what these do. So these take constant CT X-rays of your lungs, and orthogonally, you get a cross-section, and then you can use a 3D positioning in line with the breathing monitor to position it in real time, and then direct the CyberKnife to it. Pretty cool tech. It's pretty it's honestly pretty cool. They also use it for stereotactic radiosurgery. So there's stereotactic body radiation therapy, which is lungs. So that's using a CyberKnife on the lungs, high dose over a small area. Stereotactic radiosurgery is on the nervous system, so like the brain or the spinal cord. And hey Maxine, how you going? Sorry, I'm waiting for Brie to go live so I can read into her. So I'm fucking ranting about physics. People ask for physics. I told them they could leave. If you choose not to leave, that's on you. So yeah, when you're doing it in the brain, it's called radiosurgery. Also used for that because it's very high accuracy. It's kind of like a knife. Hence the name, CyberKnife. What did you go to school for? I did medical physics. So I did a bachelor's in physics and I did a double degree. I did physics and biochemistry and molecular biology. And then I did my master's in medical physics. And I did my master's research thesis on CyberKnife. I actually did, oh, I don't know if I should actually tell you. Okay, I kind of want to talk about it, but if I tell you what I did, I will dox myself because, like, there is shit on the internet about that, so maybe not. Which is a shame because I like to talk about it, but I also don't want to dox myself, so. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. The radiation's cool. It's... Which made you turn VTuber? So the reason I turned VTuber, honestly, is because I had to stop my degree because I moved. Windows, stop cucking me. I had to move back from Australia. So I did my degree in Australia, but I had to move back to Britain. And so I had to kind of drop my degree midway through. So I did all the coursework, did really well on all my coursework, did the bulk of my research, but then I moved back and I was like going to try and finish my work here. That didn't work out. So I was like, fuck it, VTubers. And here we are. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know a lot about cancer, though, if you have any questions. It was kind of... medical physicists are kind of like the way we were always told to imagine it is like you have oncologists, which like are the doctors for cancer. They're like the cancer doctors, and they tell you like, you need this. You are going to die in 15 days. I would like to play... I imagine them as Jigsaw. And then you have like engineers, like medical engineers that design machines like this. And they know all about the tech. And you, as the medical physicists, are kind of meant to be the intermediary between them. And like, it's not that UK units didn't accept my credits, it's that it would be hard. I'd have to, the UK works on a different system, basically. So the way medical physics works in Australia is you do your degree, and while you're doing your degree, you go to a hospital. You do your degree in a hospital. I basically worked in a hospital while I was doing my degree. And you go to a bunch of practicals, you see a bunch of like real patients and techniques and, you know, actual therapeutic things going on. And then once you finish and you pass, you get your degree, you then go and do 3 years of actual, essentially in hospital further study. So it's like doing further tests and exams and everything, but you have to also be doing kind of work at the same time. The UK does a similar thing, but it's basically a different requirement. The UK, it's just, they're basically, rather than in Australia you do bachelor, master's placement, in UK you jump straight into placement. But if you don't have a certain degree, it's harder to get in. And I was like, I applied and they didn't get back to me. And I was like, okay, well, fuck me. It is very competitive. And I imagine they looked at my foreign degree units and were like, I'd rather not. So, which is annoying, but I don't know. I like VTubing as well. It's surprisingly dealing with equal amounts of cancer regardless. So not much has changed. But yeah, I don't know, we did a lot. We did like brachytherapy, which is really cool. There were some really cool things. I learned so much cool shit. Do you know what? Okay, do you want to know what my favorite wild, like, science biology fact is, right? If you've done high school biology, you know this, but I still think it's really cool. The ATP synthase, which is the thing that generates energy in your body, right? Like the thing that actually makes energy. Every ATP molecule, every energy, all the energy you have, every like fucking carrier, this is the thing that makes you go, is an actual fucking spinning mechanism. It's not like a biochemical, it is a biochemical reaction, but it's not like some magical, mystical, voodoo chemical electron bullshit. The thing actually physically spins. It's like a spinning motor in your fucking cell membrane, or in your mitochondrial membrane. That shit blew my mind the first time I learned it. It is like an actual fucking, like, it actually spins. It's like, so, the first time I learned it, I was like, oh, what? Bro, it took humans fucking millennia to figure out rotors, and our biology the whole time was like, bitch, you slow motherfucker, I've had this shit figured out for ages. It's, oh, dude, ATP synthase is so cool. It's, so, okay, basically the way ATP synthase works, right, is you have a proton gradient. So if you've heard of like the electric transport chain and the Krebs cycle and all that bullshit, right? The end goal of the electron transport chain is like it's a step-down oxidation reaction, which is a fancy word for meaning that an electron moves down and loses more and more energy. And every time it loses energy, protons get moved basically from one side of a wall to the other, right? And you know protons repel each other. So if you have more protons on the outside of a cell membrane than on the inside, there's a lot more pressure. It's like having higher water pressure. It's like a big fucking tank of water that's on high pressure, right? And so what happens at the membrane, right, is you have this ATP synthase in the cell membrane, and because of the high pressure, the protons are forced to move through it. And as they move through it, they spin it. And the spin is what that mechanical motion is used to conform adenosine diphosphate and combine it with another. It's complicated. It's a very complicated. Like, even when I was studying it, I was like, yo, this shit kind of hard. But it's like an actual physical, like, spinning thing. It actually conforms the protein and, like, binds it together. And that's how you get the energy. It turns electrochemical gradient into mechanical motion, which creates chemical potential energy. It is so fucking cool. It is, like, one of the coolest things I've ever learned in my history of doing science at uni. It was, bruh, my brain was blown. I wasn't blown in university, but my brain was blown a lot. This shit was cool. I don't know. I could rant about science a lot. I like science. I was really, really passionate about science. I loved it. I mean, I went to uni for it for a reason. I could honestly, like, rant about this shit for a while. I don't know. It's like when I first found out that, like, stars are basically massive engines. Like, stars operate, when I was doing my astrophysics course, like, stars operate on the same principle as, like, fucking kinetic engines in our cars. That's cool. Like, that shit's cool as well. Like, there's a, basically, like, stars are in a constant flux of, like, gravity trying to pull them in. But when you pull gravity and you push protons and the hydrogen core close together, you create fusion. And the fusion creates energy that pushes the star back out, and then the gravity pulls it back in, that pressure that blows it back out. And if you've ever seen like a motor in an engine, right, like an actual spinning like motor pump a car, and it's like pressure, bang, shoot the piston back up, pressure, bang, shoot the piston back up. That's a fucking star. That's how stars work. Same fucking shit, just with nuclear fusion. It is, bruh, it is like a lot of the shit that is in like really complicated physics and like really complicated biology is like you see it in day-to-day life, just in a different idea. It's I remember I actually kind of want to. I have for one of my for one of my units, I might have the picture here. This might dox me. I honestly don't care. I'm hyped. I'm excited. They don't run on diesel. They run on it's hydrogen, helium. There's a whole cycle to it of like through oxygen and the CNO cycle and all that shit. It's a whole thing, like star cycles and whatnot. But basically, yeah, like the stable stars that are radiating fusion, like the sun, are basically on a constant loop of like hydrogen fusing and creating energy and gravity trying to push it together, and it's cool. I like it. Let me see if I can find it. For one of my projects in astrophysics, we had to basically prove the existence of dark energy by taking pictures of the galaxy. And we had these fucking observatories on the roof of our science building, and also some in like way out in the fucking wilderness of Australia, right? And it is so cool, because what you can do, right, is you can look at you can use light spectra. If you take a picture of like a galaxy, you can say, okay, I know what star this is, I know what spectrum it should have, I know what spectrum it does have. You can predict its motion and get its distance. So you have its speed and its distance, and you can get its fucking orbital momentum, because you know how far away it is, you know how fast it's moving, and you can see how fast it's spinning. And then you can predict the curve of motion you should see in all the stars, and then you can look at, okay, how much mass should there be in the system? And then you look at it and it's wrong, and you're like, why? And that's dark energy, and it's cool. I was trying to find the pictures I have of it. We actually had to... sorry, you've got me in science mode. I'm busy. I'm on some shit right now. It's really cool though. I liked uni. I enjoyed studying. I'm a nerd at heart, man. I never really moved past that. I've always been a massive fucking nerd. What other... Oh, optical pumping of rubidium was cool. So I actually won an award in university for a presentation I did on rubidium atoms, and it's essentially it's a really high level physics concept, but it was essentially using, like, we got rubidium, we pumped it with fucking electromagnetic radiation. Do you guys know how MRIs work? MRIs are really fucking cool. We did that in medical physics as well. Like, MRIs were... I would be a terrible teacher. I would be so bad. I would not stay on topic. I would teach you half of one subject and be like, yo, you heard this shit? This shit bussin'. Yo, have you guys heard about magnets? They're fucking lit. I would be a horrible teacher. You wouldn't learn shit. I'd be hyped about it, though, the entire time. Yeah, resonance imaging is really, really cool. We learned a lot about MRIs in uni, in my master's course, and MRIs are probably one of the most, like, scientifically advanced bullshit that has ever been invented. This shit is crazy. Like, I know how MRIs work from like a general perspective. Like, I could tell you the physics of it, but like, I couldn't tell you, bro, some like absolute autistic mad genius bastard in a cave somewhere figured the math out for this, and I don't understand, because even on a top down level, like, I'm still like, bro, that's wild. Okay, so like, your body has like protons, right? And they spin. They be vibing. They're spinning. I need like the pirate software, like fucking software up, so I can like draw diagrams and shit. I can't explain this without diagrams. Oh no. Wait, and oh yeah, Bree's going live in 5 minutes. Okay, table the MRI conversation. Someone remind me. I might do a science stream at some point if any of you are interested, and I would just rant about science topics for a while, because I'm a lot more into this than I thought I'd be. But yeah, I need like MS Paint up and like to do diagrams. I might do a science stream at some point where you guys, if you want, I have a pretty general science based knowledge. So if you guys have any like questions, fuck it. If you have science homework or shit, you can ask me. Because I did physics and biochemistry and molecular biology as my uni degrees. So I did a lot of like physics and genetics and biology and chemistry. I have a general understanding of most things up to like a first year uni level. Chemistry kind of falls off past that point. Physics is I've got a degree in, like I'm decent at physics. So if you have science homework, or if you just want to know something, I'd be happy to do like a fucking Q&A like science stream where you guys can just ask questions and I can draw shit. I think that'd be fun. I would do that anyway because I like talking about science. I enjoy science. I enjoy teaching people about science. I don't know. I'd do your homework for you. Fuck it. I do that for people sometimes. I like, I know this is the nerdiest shit ever. I like science homework. I like it when people DM me science homework. This is your open invitation. If you have science homework and you want help in it, if you just chuck me a DM, I will fucking help you with it. I can't guarantee I'll get back to you. If you DM me the night before, I can't guarantee I'll be back in time to get you a grade. But if you want a hand, or like math homework, if you have like math homework that you want a hand on, that's also cool. That's fine with me. I would not be an entertaining member of a classroom stream. Lopi, I would get you on as co-host. You can help. You're smart. Lopi actually is very smart. She doesn't act like it. She acts like a little shit all the time. Lopi's intelligent. Don't let her lie to you. Lopi big brain. I'm fucking fascinated. Logistic regression. Yeah. And I did math up to, because for physics, so the way physics worked at my course, right, is that it was actually, I had to end up switching my units around. For physics, right, in my class, in my uni, you had your main unit, your main subject, and then you had your second major. So you had your major and your second major. Your first major, you had to do all of the electives for it, right? So you had like 12 units and then like 4 elective units. Your second major, you didn't have to do all the electives for. But for physics, the electives were just math. You had to do a math degree, basically, and those were not, even as your second major, those were not optional. So in my second year, I actually flipped my major. I used to be primarily a biochem major. I was a biochem major, physics second major, and then I swapped it around because fuck me, I was not doing like 5 extra units that I didn't have to do because I had to do all the electives for my first major. And then I also had to do all the electives for my physics major because it was all the math units, and you can't fucking do physics without knowing the math. So yeah, I did. I mean, math is probably one I'd have to brush up on the most because math slips out of your brain really easily. Physics is a lot of concepts. Like the math can slip out of your head, but as long as you remember the concept, it's easy to re-remember the math. You go back to the equations, you're like, oh yeah, I see how that works. Math on its own, very easy to slip out of your head. I will, like, if any of you guys are in school right now or uni, and you're doing like math, if you don't use the math for like 3 months, it just goes. You just don't remember how to use it unless it is like ingrained in your brain. So like I can still remember how to do like derivatives, integrals, like integration by parts, like all the basic. I can do calculus, right? And I can do the high level shit that I used a lot in physics, but specific shit that I learned that I know, I probably have to brush up on because it just goes like it. Don't call it the aftermath. Fuck you. That's such a dumb pun. But yeah, like I also know I don't know about AI, but I did machine learning for my my master's as well. I did convolutional neural networks as my part of my master's degree, which again, if you're in uni or you're planning on going to uni, unless you go, I don't know what like linguistics and like history, I don't know, but if you're going into a science degree, there's a 90% chance that your master's degree, your thesis will have something to do with AI or machine learning. Everything is AI. Everything is machine learning. Everything is convolutional neural networks and fucking neural networks and learning algorithms and training sets and data sets and data management. If you go into data, like in any way, like managing data, controlling data, creating subsets, all that shit, you're set. You're good. That's going to be the entire future for like the next ever. Like, because in my master's of medical physics, like I think half of my entire cohort was doing something to do with AI. We're not even a computer science, but it's not computer science degree. You don't have to have done computer science to get in, but like that's just where the fucking research is at the moment. And yeah, I did a bit of coding. I've done Python. I did some computer science courses as an elective, so I know a little bit of coding, but not much. If you have coding homework, I may not. I mean, I can try. If it's Python, I can probably help you. Anything else, probably not. I think I use C# for my convolutional neural network. It was fun to make, actually. It was a fun time. Thank you, Jane and Cool for the remembers. In my uni we had to do we had to do coding exams by hand. Do not mention R to me. You are going to start my trauma. Don't mention R. R is the single worst language I have ever had to fucking program in, and if anyone mentions it to me, I might cry. I might cry. That shit hurt me deeply, painfully. Don't mention R. Don't talk about R. R is not a real letter. It doesn't exist. God was not cooking when he invented R. R is a language that a lot of biochemistry and like medical and like that sort of statistics-based courses use. They use R, and it's just I don't like it. I've purged it from my mind. I don't want to use it. Fucking getting a confidence value of like 0.999, or you have to redo the entire fucking spectral analysis. I'm getting flashbacks. We had to do so much like spectroscopy and biochem, like absorption spectroscopy and shit like that. And if you had to get like an R value or a confidence value, which is like the it's essentially how confident you are. It's a percentile, like how confident the results are correct based on if you ever done scientific statistics, it's like based on like the null hypothesis, like what's the chance of getting this results based on if we assume that our prediction or hypothesis is untrue, what's the chances that we get this result? And you have to get that down to like below 5%, and if you do, then you can assume that the null hypothesis is disproved. And that's actually how science works, by the way. A lot of science, not all science, but that's how a lot of science works, is actually not proving hypothesis, but disproving the null hypothesis, where you have a hypothesis and then you have a null hypothesis, which is hypothesis not true, and you're just trying to disprove that. Because it's easier to disprove than prove in a lot of cases, because you can say, okay, what are the chances of getting this based on that? It's hard, but what are the chances of getting this if it's not true? And then if you can disprove that, you can move forward. And R was a program used a lot in that, and I wanted to cry. I remember having to do a fucking project in R. We had to analyze our saliva. It was actually pretty cool. You went in the morning and you spat into a tube and you analyzed the saliva. You did like a it was spectroscopy, but it was also oh my god, I can't forget that word. Oh my god, I cannot forget this word. It was ion. Oh no, that's so bad. This is like a very basic. Oh no, hang on. It's not calorimetry. Oh no. Oh, it's chromatography. Holy shit. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad word to forget. That's a very important word in biochem. I cannot believe I forgot that. But you did like ion chromatography and like separate it out, and you run it through absorption spectroscopy, and you get like all of these you basically got the protein makeup of your saliva, right? You would run it through, you put it through a mass spectroscopy thing that would detect the protein chain. I'd tell you what protein it is. You got the protein build-up of protein composition of your saliva. And what you did is you went in the morning, and then one person drank a shit ton of caffeine, one person went on a run, went on a jog, one person went to go eat. There was like a control test of the person who just sat in the room, right? And then you run your saliva through, you get the protein composition of it all, and you look at it changes, and it's pretty cool. Like amylase, which is the thing that breaks down the carbs. So you've got lipase, which breaks down lipids, protease, which breaks down proteins, and amylase, which breaks down carbohydrates. That builds up in if you go to eat, you build up amylase, because your body is like, we need to eat. So not amyline, not the VTuber. So it's getting ready to like digest the protein. And it's just, I don't know, it's cool. I enjoyed it. I've been ranting about science. I was going to read Bree. Bree has already went live. I'm sorry. We're going to read Bree. Is she live? She's live. Okay. Let's go read Bree. She's doing Ask Me Anything. But if she lies, she gets punished. Yeah, that's high school level stuff. You probably learned amylase, protease, lipase in high school. Next week, we're going to cover the cell membrane classroom. Remember to have your handwritten diagrams ready for next week. I will be judging them based purely on how much smut is included. Ask her. I'm not asking Brie about biochemistry. I'll ask her about briochemistry. Let me redirect you to Brie. There she is. Today's stream was very on topic and on brand. VOD Squad. Can we get an F in chat for VOD Squad really quick? I'm so sorry. Just skip the entire back half of this VOD. It is not worth it, my guys. I apologize. Use some real ones. If you did stick around this long, my bad. The timestamps are there, so hopefully they know. I'll try and remember to put a same timestamp for when fucking news actually ends. Anyway, go say hi to Brie. I don't know. What do we want to do? If we could do Brie's Dead Crab Rave. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you feel is right for your stream ending. Don't do Professor Pen Raid. Stream ending. I'll probably end up scheduling a science stream at some point. That was really fun. I enjoy talking about science. Apparently I'm a big fucking nerd. Don't say PP raid. I'll catch you guys next week sometime probably. I'll probably do some Twitch streams. I don't know. Bye bye.